And so with me is Paul Theron. So very good news for Apple shareholders.
Well, some people think so, yeah.
Could be paying out a dividend.
Yes, definitely going to be paying out a dividend.
They announced it today.
So the backstory here is Apple's got like $100 billion. Why? Because they sell these fantastic devices. Everybody wants one. Margins are great. The cash pile just goes on growing. So some pressure. In the Steve Jobs days, he always dismissed questions about dividends, saying, well, we've got much better things to do with it. Now, of course, Tim Cook's there. So they're going to pay $2.85 per quarter.
$2.65 a share every quarter. $10 billion stock repurchase program.
Yeah, boy. Sounds
so
good.
they're really, they're coming at it quite strong.
Look, it's going to be a yield of about 1.65 or 1.8 or something based on the current share price. But look, some people thought they'd do something much more exciting, like buy Amazon for $85 billion, or buy Visa to get into payments, or buy Twitter. Everybody always says, got to buy Twitter. Or phone Mark Zuckerberg and buy Facebook quickly before it lists. So those kind of people were disappointed. The other interesting thing here is that Apple makes money all over the world, and the cash that they've got is about $35 billion in the US, and the balance is outside of America. Why? Because when American companies take money back to the US, they have to pay extra taxes. So they tend to leave it. So now they're going to be largely exhausting their US cash in paying the dividends, leading to the question, well, what are they going to do with all this offshore money? Because currently it's just parked in like Eurobonds. So, the suggestions have ranged from they should buy Sanral bonds. You know, Sanral, the company built the tolls?
Yes.
That's a good, high credit looking foreign stock. The other sort of thoughts that people have had is, look, they've still got a lot of cash, and they're still going to be generating a lot of cash from the iPhone 5 and all that stuff. Personally, as an Apple shareholder, I'm cool with this. Dividend, you can't go wrong with a dividend. Stock buyback, that's also fine. So, let's roll with it, see how it goes. It's the beginning. I'm sure that they'll hike the dividend a little bit more in future, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, but at the end of the day, you'd want to see this money put to work, because we know that, sitting on cash is not entirely very good. So you're saying increased dividend going forward?
Yeah, look, when stuff like this gets announced, you always get the haters who say, they should keep it because they can do such marvelous things with it. But the others then again say it's an admission of defeat giving money back to the shareholders because you can't do something better with it, so you can't please all of the people all of the time. But as far as I'm concerned, a dividend is always a good thing, and I'm not looking for the company to run down its cash balances.
How many
I think
shares
they've
do
struck
you
a good balance. I don't know, I think I've got like $20,000 worth of Apple.
$20,000, okay.
So, and my gain there I think is
work out
60, my gain is like 60% since I bought them. That's me personally. We've got clients who bought them at $90. You can't imagine how happy they are.
And Apple share price up 45% so far this year. On that note, Paul, thank you very much for joining us. Great to have you on the program.